Thank you so much, Alex. It is indeed NaVi and Liquid. What a way to start day one of ESL One Cologne. Two top teams, one themselves. Edward, probably one of the most historied players with a single organization, shall we say. Had one of the longest runs with a single org. Has departed to make room for him. And it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out relatively quickly as well, because obviously we have this event, a week off, but then immediately follow into the next event in Chicago, and then it's players break, which is immediately followed by the major. Some teams have claimed they couldn't go to Chicago because otherwise they wouldn't have time to practice, suggesting that they want to take off the players break and use it as a vacation, that of course being Astralis. Some likely will practice through that 3.5 week period before we get things underway again at Star Ladder.
Well, here we go then. Flamey opening things up. That's what they need on the CT side. They have got the force by here, of course. We will see now. Zeus with the Desert Eagle, hoping to take advantage of the fact they've got a 5-on-4 here. Falling back, Team Liquid still in a relatively strong position, but the fact Flamey now has an AK-47 certainly makes things a lot more problematic. They'll head back towards that B bomb site. The trickle smoke could be heading in towards the B sites here and try and go through. In terms of the B setup for the CTs, it'll be Boomage and Electronic, and they don't have a whole bunch between them. We will see whether they can hold it off. As the scouts at the very back, Alige with his, he'll try and get the headshot first. Boomage gets off the platform. This shot's very important, and he nails it.
Does indeed. Nade's going to soften them up even further, and that's going to mean the scout can do further damage, more work. Electronic chimes in, and the round stolen back. NaVi go 1-1.
That's great stuff. I can't believe that Deagle shot to kick things off. Another technical pause, and maybe we need it after that one. That was a very exciting, fast-paced round there. The opening Deagle kill, and then shutting off along with the smoke as well. Funnel them back towards the B side, which is a very common approach when you're up against the pistols. You want to try and contact play and hope they won't shut you down. Low HP player, though, it was Alige. He had the scout trying to find the opening pick, but as we saw, Boomage, he manages to hit 2 shots, the second of which was fantastic. So that was great, and we have got a mic issue here. Now it's Flamey. First it was Electronic and Boomage. A lot of microphone issues here for NaVi to kick things off, but hopefully will be rectified here as we go forward. A best of 3, remember, Dust2 and then Overpass. Now, Matt, I have to say, in terms of that map pool, this to me looks like a Team Liquid 2-0, like all over, especially Overpass. I think that's their best map by far. You've just brought in a new player, but do you think there's any signs behind the honeymoon period? Do you feel like NaVi are a team that could benefit from that?
It depends. I mean, Simple's always on a honeymoon, isn't he? He's unorthodox. He plays with that style that you can't predict. He's so incredibly skilled in that way that it's not like structure has been their safe game. So it's hard to say. I mean, certainly he brings an aspect that the other players could benefit around, but I think it's more going to be a long game. I think it's not necessarily going to be their victory here in Cologne, but they'll make an impact.
Oh, that's a strong nade. Look at the damage being done there. It is going to be Team Liquid force buying in response, of course. Nitro going down, Simple just applying so much damage, but Alige, he will reply in due course. It's going to be a 4 versus 4, but it doesn't help out Liquid too much. They haven't recovered a rifle here, and they took so much damage from the spray and HE combo. And CTs know they've got a huge advantage here. They scout down towards middle. Going to try and make sure that's not obtainable for the Ts, and just hold crossfires at this point. Nothing too flashy required. 3 players towards B, but 3 for Liquid, heading up towards that A bomb site. Electronic, he only finds 1.
Only does get 1. Twist responds immediately on the Deagle, so Liquid trying to steal back a round of their own. 3-on-3 bomb plant as well, planted for Catwalk. Not necessarily going to be played from that position by Liquid. Oh, that Molotov, get out of that, Flamey. Simple as well, taking marginal damage. But they'll go. Alige to hold it. Couldn't hit the first shot. That gives away his position, but he does do damage. That will certainly help Twist, but Simple peeks first. Instead, he's the one on the high HP. They're all low. Stewie couldn't hit the first shots, and that gives Simple the aim he needs on the AK. Close when you consider the damage done, but it just wasn't accumulative in the right target.
I'm liking this from NaVi. Couple of interesting situations there, but you can see the kit on the back of Simple should be absolutely fine there. It was actually a 3 versus 3 and the bomb went down as well, so we thought there was a chance they could hold them off, but didn't have the firepower. A couple more smokes been beneficial. A solid retake from NaVi though. Find them a 2-1 scoreline, and presumably should be the eco here from Liquid. Now the fact they got a couple of kills, they could bring out the hero AK, they could drop one over to a player like Twist, for example, see what he can do, cause some damage into the next round. Financially, that would be. As we'll have a look now and see what we've got. Just the Desert Eagles here, no armor and Xbox smoke for Nitro, and just gonna try and get the bomber towards short. Or the smoke could be a bit of a ruse. We'll see. That nade looks dangerous. Zeus could do a boatload of damage here if he can time this well. 4 towards lower. If the HE comes in now, here it comes. It's nice and shallow as well. Oh, there it is. About 200 damage inflicted, and it's going to be the round pretty much wrapped up. There's not much you can do with this now. Oh my goodness, the HE usage has been fantastic here. Just mowing them down. You can see the assist from Zeus coming in. That was so well timed. So for those who weren't aware, I felt like he did the in-between the lob and the throw there. Hold them with both mouse buttons down. You can really get it right down to the mouth of the lower B tunnel. It lands between all 5 of them. So much damage there. I'll check out his numbers in terms of utility overall and see where he's at. That will be Zeus now with 300 utility damage after that round. So round 5, not bad. And here comes the first real gun round. Team Liquid will have one compromise. It'll be Stewie2K on the Galil. Kriegs are out though. Of course they are. A couple of AKs in the mix and the AWP is simple. That's always going to be a bit of a problem here. Fast up towards shore though. That will be Twists. Not committing. Stewie's with him, and it looks like an 8 splits on the card with NaV outside long with the bomb.
Certainly Nitro wants access too long, as you say, and it's just one to contest, but a lot of movement toward the A site. Electronic tries to hold the angle. Damage was there, hit Nitro down to 22, but the shot came resoundingly back in his advantage. And now, Boomich has to get back out from CT. Good timing on that flash. No counter peek, though, because Zeus was holding from Kitty. And they'll go for the elevator boost to try and get a second player up on top of the platform. That could be costly, because that's exactly when they want to enter through the smokes at short. Simple still somehow finds a shot on the Deagle to shut that down. And despite chaotic entrances on both sides that seemed well-timed, great composure from NaVi on the site. They take down everybody and do it dancing around. It's just Delige. 13 HP, 45 and 25 for Boomich and Simple to go against and make that 8 as an aid gets to the top of the ramp and nearly catches him going to the car.
He'll have to do what he can with this smoke here. Luckily, with that Krieg and Boomich and Simple at low HP, he can still win this. Bomb plant, though, this could be the first objective, but can he bring it into a 2 versus 1? Perhaps not. Nice score from Simple heading up towards shore. He knows he's isolated on the side now, but hasn't capitalized upon that. He wants to make sure he's together with his teammate as they both go towards shore here. Oh, wow. Good stuff from Simple there. Very patient, not too aggressive. Waited for his opponent to make the mistake instead of himself bringing it down to a 1 versus 1. So that's great stuff. Very patient, very well played. And NaVi, this is looking decent for them. Dust2 is a great way to open things up. If you're a team that's not necessarily well drilled, you just brought a new player in. Why not bring out a map like Dust2? It's a very open playing field. You've got a player like Simple, who's an absolute superstar of the game at this point. It seems like he's in very good form. I haven't seen them for a while, but you can see that Desert Eagle looks absolutely red hot right now. As we move to round number 6, Liquid, they're looking quite flat here, Matt.
Yeah, not exactly what you'd expect from them, getting stifled and trying to convert the pistol. No contest in the last. The entrances looked good. It looked solid. I thought certainly when they were going for the elevator boost, there wouldn't be the timing to get position when they entered in from long, but Simple found that, as you say, with the Deagle looking hot. And 4-1 for NaVi already on Dust2.
So this will be the smoke outside of the B tunnel now. You'll see it just go past the steps. That's the ideal placement for it. Then you flash in. They're actually going to be just going off this. There's a shooting gallery here for Boomich. Doesn't take down anyone, but he has got damage here. Simple needs to deliver. We know he can. Flamey's there to make sure he can protect the VIP at the very back. 3 versus 2. Flamey flashed in. It's not looking good, though. This is scrappy. Over-commitment here from the CTs. Will it be rectified? They're jumping through the window. They're having to work together. The 1 dig has to be delivered. The only way they win the round, and it's a lead to get 4. That was fantastic. A round Liquid needed.
Absolutely. That brings them back into the game immediately. You just said it. Not looking good. Had a slow start this morning as well in the best of 1 opener. Elise steals a round. It's 4-2, not 5-1. This gives them money to work with yet again, but there is money on the other side.
Now check this out, man. The only way he wins that round, 1 versus 1, right? He's got no bullets left in the M4, 2 left in the Deagle, 1 Deagle to the face. Let's get out of here. That's ridiculous. What a round from Elige. Just what they needed. Now we've got a game on our hands as we go 4-2. Liquid still up against the full buy, though, of course. That's the smoke we were talking about before. Just dribbles out of the tunnel there to allow you to gain some access. You can sneak a player through to sow the seed of doubt into the defense of the CTs there. Simple does have the AWP, but now Stewie2K has been bringing this more and more into his game since he joined Liquid. On maps like Mirage and Dust2, we'll see if he can have the same sort of impact he's had in the last month. Been fantastic. Last 30 days for him. Currently Currently ranked #1 in the world, Team Liquid. NaVi rebuilding. Slow around this time. Default. You can see the focus towards short, normally the main objective. Zeus to defend, just waiting for any signs of presence of the T's, and he drops his utility. This time the HE not as effective, but the wallbang from Simple certainly is. I think they exchanged blows as well, because he's Simple down to 17. They both hit each other with the AWP there.
Wow. One for better. Zeus tries to counter off the Molotov. Does get one before going down. So worth his weight, at least, on top of the site. Electronic has to hold the wrap. Does so perfectly with the AUG. Tries for more. And Leash counters him with an AK. Not the Krieg, just a note, but NAF does indeed have one. A lot of discussion around this gun. We debated at the very start when both guns, the AUG and the Krieg, were brought down in price. Oh, how long it would be before the Krieg, if the Krieg took over. Fury has certainly showed that it can, and it's been a topic of discussion, a topic of debate. Leash, he's got a debate and an argument in this, but Simple was on the flank. Unfortunately, bomb planted will be defused, and it's 5-2, responding immediately to Liquid. Now, new money system, just to note as well, they do have a third round bonus built up. Or this shall be the third round.
Yeah, exactly that. So they still have cash there. It's just not going to be fantastic. We'll have a look as to where it sits exactly. So there's enough for AWP and rifles that it won't have all the bells and whistles. They might have to take a drop here. We'll see how it goes down in the end. Looks pretty healthy so far. 5-2 though, another decent retake there. A Liege of a chance to show us what he's made of once more, but the flank from Simple was the killing blow in the end. I feel like NaF will be disappointed the fact he didn't get that kill. He's currently 0-6. He has the perfect flashbang. That sort of kill towards long, he would normally devour that, no problem. Couldn't hit it, might have cost him the round. Either way, it's a double AWP setup now for NaVi, as you see Flamey and Simple pick the weapon up. Boomich on the rifle. So, Flamey will be patrolling towards short, as Electronic will join him. Another default round here from Liquid, and the only significant rounds they've won so far. Remember, the pistol, and then the Elite Nuts Clutch and Deagle round. So, not looking too good in the overall gun rounds here, but short control gained this time. And with the double AWP setup, you don't have to have as much presence towards short. You're relying on your AWP to be towards car and his kill players as they cross over.
Lead the way. Electronic. Ouch. Yeah, just absolutely stomps. On top of Twist and Elige, mostly on Twist. 48 HP for him, even with the armor. Naf's the one out toward long this time. They did win the duel against Electronic when it was he alone. It's Zeus this time.
We've got 3 players on the Liquid side who've got 0 utility damage. That means they haven't been using the Molotovs effectively. The HEs have done nothing for them. They're relying on brute force right now. Suggests the executions need to be a little bit more in tune, but we'll see as they go for a long take here. Zeus flashed, and he just needs to get 1 kill here. Ideally, he's going to get backup coming in from Flamey with the orbs. He wants to get 1 and hide if he can. Does damage, but now Flamey has to work a bit harder, and he needs to get another one here, which he cannot. Twist, good shot. Electronic, so much pressure. Surely he can't fight his way out of this one. Great shot towards long, and he actually has bought himself some time here, Matt.
I can't believe he got 2 elevator. 2 above him and 2 coming down long. He gets away. He gets all the way to CT.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
And Liquid couldn't really chase that because there was 2 inside of CT that would have punished them, rotating back in. Boomich is going to get towards short. That is a very, very good job by Electronic, but Stewie has an answer for Catwalk. The first shot successful. Simple wants the same approach on the AWP instead. But the bomb ticks this time at a rate which, with 3 players still alive for Liquid, is suggestive of the round. In fact, they're already backing off to save the AWPs, or the single, I should say, for Simple. And it'll be 5-2. I think that second op. Yeah, I was going to say, they knew it was going to come back toward the pit, but they don't pick it up. They don't want it on the Liquid side.
You're right. It did fly right by them.
And they walked by it as well. I thought maybe he was going to do something clever where he was ready to fight and then grab the gun post-round. They left it on the ground.
Here's one for you. Considering NaF is 0-7 right now, I'd be saying, one you pick up the AWP. That normally is they get out of jail card when things go wrong. Like if he's not hitting shots at the rifle, why don't you give him a go on that AWP? Could have been an idea, but you're right. They're going to stay with 5 rifles, maybe pick up the pace a little bit now. That was the first promising round we've had from Liquid. Didn't require some nuts clutch from Elige. Simple dodges flashbangs here, but he can't quite avoid the third. It's going to be the first kill coming in very quickly. Zeus, nice positioning here, but it only has the FAMAS. Knows there's a player around the corner. Guaranteed kill for him now. That's enough. Wants to get the hell out of there. Great work. And a headshot towards Boomage. He's only got the scout here. He knows he's in trouble as they commit towards that B bomb site. Surely the scout and orb combo won't be enough, but it's this simple, of course. Only one frag found, 3-on-3, and Zeus is doing so much work here with that FAMAS. He wins them the round there, Matt. 2 kills towards that short area, comes towards the B bomb site as well, cleans things up with a FAMAS no less. No Org, no Krieg. He's got 3 kills against a full buy against Team Liquid there. That was really, really well done.
And Money's getting to the point now where it's been 4 rounds back and forth, 1-1, 1-1 that is. Both teams are starting to feel the pressure, but unfortunately it's Liquid again that's going to be limited to pistols. Nitro even going to a Tech 9.
Yeah, he's
a bit of a throwback.
He's the only pro I'm aware of that buys that consistently. There's a few of them have it equipped. I think maybe Chris J does, but he still uses it. And this will be the first kill for Simple. Leash goes down, smoke towards long corner. And at this point, though, NaVi confirming they're up against the Eco. Don't really have to work too hard for it, but just putting their foot on the throat at this point, it seems. Want to find the kills and end this round quickly. It's been a fantastic first half so far. As Zeus, he's finding confidence, and rightly so. That last round was really quite wonderful from him. Incendiary, perfect, smoke to hold them off. And there shouldn't be a player going down here for NaVi. They look very comfortable.
And Liquid has yet to win back-to-back rounds. Difference in the game is the 4 that NaVi won in succession. Great dink. So Electronic gets tagged down to 16. Flamey, I think, was hit through the door. He didn't lose a lot of HP there. Zeus, however, is going to go down to Nitro, but not before finding a bit more information towards Catwalk. Played it very timidly at the corner, but did get the Molotov out early and helped contain by that with the smoke that was thrown from long. Nitro's going to wrap back in that direction. Electronic at the car. Bomb down. Round should be over, but Twist hits 1. Gone a little bit too far out of reach, and he's got 5 HP, but he gets Simple as well. Unfortunately, Boomage is too close, so he can't get to the gun. But gave it a go. It's 7-3 for NaVi.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. CT side on Dust2 so far has been pretty spectacular. Stewie2K does get the AWP this round, though. He has no armor. So this is confusing, Matt. So they turned down the opportunity at the free op before. Now they're investing into it with compromised setup. Naf still yet to get a frag. He's 0-9. I don't think I've said that about him in a very long time. So not the best way to kill this best of 3 for Liquid whatsoever. Stewie, you'd think he'd hit that as well. Difficult shot, but by his standards, that was a frag. Won't be happening. No damage done either, so frustrating considering he doesn't have the armor as well. That would have been a great opener. Zeus just with a deagle. That's a bit of an odd one. What's left over? Simple has 2,300. Flamey has 2,200. They could have given him a FAMAS. They could have given him a gun. They gave him just the pistol. Maybe, well, if you think about him over the years, we've always said, like, this conversation, why is Zeus and Edward, why have they got the rifles and these guys got deagles? Maybe they finally yielded and said, you know what, you guys keep your money, I'll just take a deagle, I'll get 1 kill, that's it. Maybe they're really focusing on that now.
Yeah, and it's CT side, so I can't stress this, but I will bring it up just to note as well for teams. You can run 1 less gun on the T side for the sake that you're probably going to be running toward a site. You'll pick one up at some point.
But it's just as admirable, I would say, for Zeus. If that's the play that said, you guys keep your money up there, and I'll just play to get 1 kill with the deagle, you keep that money strong, that's really cool.
And the position that he's been playing so far on Dust2 as well is, okay, right now he's at long, but he's been playing toward the platform a bunch as well, which means he's playing off his teammates just as much. And this time they're going to have to be a little bit careful because they're already in toward long. Now Zeus is the only one left on that side of the map, and he's isolated it long with the deagle, so he can't take the fight. He backs away from it. It's Simple that did not have coverage toward Cat. It was the first time they went 3-2 split with favor toward B.
But you're better off saving here. Don't even go for it. If Zeus somehow had an AWP at this round, yeah, sure, let's apply pressure. Let's push him back towards short. He, as you mentioned, he can't do anything with the deagle at this point, so you might as well just hold on to what you have.
Likewise, he'll be the one to take a peek right now and see if he can get a kill, because he has not as much to lose.
So he can definitely go for some exits here, but they would be foolish to send 1 player long by himself. Like, even if Zeus did get 1 kill, he should be punished. They need to leave together, and it looks like short will be the position they go towards.
And just to note, there's an AWP at the corner of CT. Unfortunately, I think it's just beyond the apex, so it would bounce off the wall and go backwards, not toward Pit.
He's going for it.
He is going to go for it. I thought Bomb would take that in his direction. I don't think it will.
Okay,
it does. Fair enough. He figured it out. He's got the trigonometry figured out better than me.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So sometimes you have to give up rounds on Dust2. Like, Astralis really led the way on how that should be done. Losing one player and a bomb being planted, sure, a retake's possible, but if you're looking to win this game and you're the underdog especially, let's take all the advantages we can get. Keep the money strong. We have this lead right now. It's not a round we need to win, and you managed to get an AWP out of that as well. So you've got a full buy here, haven't had to sacrifice too much, so I really like that from NaVi. It's going to be 7-4 overall. Liquid back to Stewie2K on the AWP, and still no frag on NAF as they go towards long now. Smoke down in the corner. Flash is being pumped out over and over. We either see Nitro trying to find players sneaking through the smoke, but NaVi have essentially given up that position. Is trying to retreat now. Zeus just dropping the smoke and trying to allow himself to get back towards the bomb site. And Dust2's all about reclaiming territory, Matt. If you lose long, you have to react. And they've gone towards short. You cannot just sit on the bomb site isolated. You need to have one of the areas under control. You've given up long. Now you can see Zeus pushing short, making sure they can't be pincered on the bomb site so they can fight and retake from at least one position.
So they'll back off, Stewie to anchor. Bomb toward T-spawn with the Liege inside of the B tunnels. Only time we saw them go B, really, was the second round, where they got shut down by the Scout, a nade, and Boomich looking rather solid. This time, they don't only have to contend with him, but also Simple, who at the moment has actually rotated off the site, has a presence inside of middle. They're pushing for information. Electronic is already in lower. Zeus confirmed and went with them on short, and Simple watched long via middle to make sure that he didn't miss the cross, and despite that they're inside of the site, the flank is going to be in immediately. Smoke still down, and they go back through it because it was placed on their entry, and guess who's on the other side already waiting? Electronic with one, and he's going to go through it himself. He wants more from this. Bomb is planted, but what a desperate entry. How does he find that on Nitro landing on his feet? And Twist has to wait while they all walk in. Simple finds one down inside of the closet, and Stewie's removed from the picture, having anchored long the whole time. What a round from NaVi.
That's insane. I can't believe it. I was about to say that might as well just save at this point. The smoke's down, the Molotov's there. Electronic with balls of steel to push through that and somehow get the kill on the platform as well. That was ridiculous, Matt. We've been treated to some truly amazing rounds here. This was the play. You're getting shot at. I can't even see him in the slow down replay where that player was at the back of the platform. How he makes that work, I have no idea. Liquid looked baffled as well. That was their round. It was done. And some way, somehow, NaVi, 8-4. There is a buy for Liquid here, but they're starting to drop off again. Focusing towards long. Pick didn't come through. Stewie falls back. He wants a bit more, and he pays for it. It's the rifle that takes him down.
Just to note, NAF is still killless at this point, and they're going to take the op and run it back. NAF wanted to try and go get that, but the Molotov on top of it would not allow. Great start again to the round from NaVi. Crossfire set up in middle as well. Liege, Xbox position. Twist will go hunting on short. Elise has 13 kills, Twist has 8. Simple and Electronic also with 13, so Elise at least holding his own, and pretty much everyone is. Naf's the only one, and he's 0-3-10 at this point in time. Double flash onto Electronic. Knows certainly that they're going to be entering. Waits to see if Flamey can do anything with the position. He couldn't, and Nitro knew the counter peak would come out from the ramp. Good entrance from Liquid. Good recovery in the round as well. Naf's on 1, though, and Twist on 6. They've got to be so careful. Elige will get Zeus. That should confirm it.
Hopefully. They've given up some absolutely disastrous rounds so far, but this looks clean until Elige has a look towards CT Spawn. They don't really have the finances, Matt, to really justify these peaks. And this round could still fall apart if Boomich got that kill towards short, which was possible. There was a conversation for a retake, but looks like they'll give this one up and allow Liquid to get round number 5 as nice little boost comes in. This is nice play from NaVi. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far. It seems like a very well-rounded unit on Dust2 at least, as Boomich and Simple just boosting up, looking to survive here with the AWP once again. Checking in with the stats overall, NAF still 0-10. They are getting rounds on the board here, but that's one of their star players, one of the big names of the team, right? Twists and NAF, those are the boys you want finding the kills for you, right? And it's just not happening right now. On a Dust2 of all maps, NAF has the best spawn available on Dust2 T side. If we could follow him, please, and to see whether he can open things up. If he nails a 1 ball here, That will be enough. That will be just to get him back in the game, a really impactful kill. We've got to pause to really think about that as well. As I was really trying to rush that sentence, Matthew, I'm just going to slow it right down now.
You can.
As we all get back in the room, this is a tactical timeout. And it's going to be called by NaVi, which I think is fine. They've just lost a round. They've had to juggle some money there. Let's make sure we make correct decisions here. We're going to change things up. Are we going to go for a little push? Perhaps. We're going to boost the AWP up and try and get a pick and lower B. There are many options available.
In 3 of the rounds of the 5 that Liquid have won, it's been bomb detonation, so Navi's been saving weapons and staying healthy in the economy, and Liquid has yet to win back-to-back rounds still at this point in the game.
Yeah, there's been a lot of things that don't make sense here. Just the fact that we've got some names not even hitting shots at all, and I've been watching his POV specifically on my screen, and it's just shots he's not landing. It's been a super unlucky game. By his standards, it's not gone too well for him. NaV opting to go down towards top of middle here for a fast mid play or short. We'll see. The smokes are down. He's just going to pick up the pace here, looking to open things up quickly. He'll be found by Zeus, who actually somehow gets away again with the FAMAS. As NaV, you'd expect a nice quick headshot there from him. Very difficult shot, but still just frustrating for him. As we go 8-5 here, this is a difficult buy for NaVi, as you can see. Simple needs to be the one to carry them through. We'll see if he's able to do it. He holds towards Carl, the AWP at this stage. And in terms of the setup for Liquid, focusing towards long. Zeus there alone. This is a one-and-done position I've seen one, but you do need some backup. If you're isolated here, you'll get one, but you'll be traded out straight away. Here comes the first, maybe. Not going to happen. And it's up to, I believe, Simple now to try and pick up the pieces.
Simple waiting. And actually legs by both of them. He got Stewie through the legs of Nitro and followed up on him when he came around the corner. Twist gets 2, but he gets down by Boomich as well, and it's all onto Elige. In a 1-on-2. Good Molotov, great anticipation and read as to the positioning, and took advantage of Boomich's unfortunate fate behind the flames as he ran further around the corner into a 1-on-1, but needs to get across long to get the bomb. Jumps to do so. And Flamey is going to try and flank in behind. 35 seconds. Elige does have time to go all the way around the map, but elects not to do so. Goes back. Does he read it up above? Good shoulder peek, but not the aim. It's NaVi again to deny Liquid from winning back-to-back rounds.
That's just insane. Simple, the only way he manages to win that 5. He somehow collapsed them, hits a quick scope. Let's just have a look at this. Let's just enjoy it. He hit 2 players then, by the way. He killed, it wasn't the first play kill, it was a player at the back he killed first. That's the collapse. He then quick scopes Nitro and sets him up for a round victory there. Like, that's a gut punch. That's the one you really can't recover from. That felt like such a Liquid round here, but that really has been the momentum of this game. Rounds that look just locked in, fall apart so quickly. And with players like Simple on the server, I suppose it makes sense. That's more like it from Stewie. He'll be taking down Flamey, but this auto shotgun looks dangerous. There's the first kill. I love this from Zeus. He really is just changing things up and being a nuisance for them. Not going to get a second, but that's fine. 4 versus 3, electronic, MP9. Twist waiting for the reaction here. We talked about this on Dust2. It's all about reactions, and speaking of which, Simple has pushed out long, found the bomb. In the meanwhile, though, he dropped a smoke trying to recover. Stewie with the Glock to leave us in a 3 versus 1 now. Boomich, the new signing, will have his work cut out for him. He's got 100 HP, no utility, no kit, but he has got the M4, but not for long. 9-6.5, Matthew. What a half we're treated to there.
9-6 at half and 0 kills for NaV. That's a storyline in itself. We'll see if he can get rolling and Liquid can turn their fate around after the break.
I'm not pervy. Honestly, you and your best friend could go and develop a new work scene. Got the army with me like Xerxes. Army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. Understand you can't hurt me. I got the army with me like Xerxes. Understand you can't hurt me. I got a couple things chilling in my room, shaking it like a twerk scene.
So don't you try and stop me.
Sometimes it's hard to get out of the starting gate. Sometimes we have off days. Today, NaVi is having one of those. He needs to get things going because Liquid have done just enough to have a competition. 9-6 is not the end of the world, but they have to turn it around.
Doesn't feel like a 9-6 though, does it? It felt like NaVi had the upper hand throughout the entire first half, but you're right. 9-6 isn't the end of the world. There's just so many rounds where Liquid just gave up almost, or NaVi did such a fantastic job, I suppose. As we move forward into the second half pistol here, there's going to be aggression from the CTs towards Shore. That's Team Liquid with Twist and Elite. USPs ready and waiting, but a long take as Zeus will be the utility player looking to flash them out of long. I think they're absolutely fine. They spotted the corner. They don't want to waste the flashes. They will actually hold on to them for now. He was lined up to assist. They've confirmed it's clear. They've got 2 smokes for cross, so nothing too flashy here, Matt. We'll have 2 smokes on the crossover. Flash towards a bomb site. Molotov towards short. Maybe the post-plant scenario could be used to flush out a position like Gandalf, I suppose. But that's going to be the general idea here. You'll see those smokes deployed momentarily. All 5 committed. They have to go in the next 10 seconds or so. And here we are. We're off.
Slow approach to long. Stewie's going to rotate back over. Elige as well from short, but considering the utility, they are not rushing it. They will now. 2 kills? Absolutely. Get it done. NaVi does pull one back. A second as well. Just needed to get on the CT side. He's a good guy. He refuses to play for the bad side. As it's going to be Electronic and Flamey, though, to turn things back, and Nitro's left alone in a 1-on-3. Has a kit, has armor. He's picked up the kit, therefore. But his location revealed, and everyone faces. It's 10 for NaVi.
Can't catch a break, Team Liquid. I really like that for NaVi, though. I speculated the 2 smokes of the crossover, but if you think about it, a much more efficient way of presenting that strategy is going to be smoking CD spawn deep, having 1 smoke to cross, flashing, and then face checking with the Glocks, and you've got 1 smoke for post plant. He's still got a Molotov as well. That's super strong. Smoking short once the bomb's planted, that's a really effective way of taking that pistol round. I like that a lot from NaVi. They get double digits first, and there is a force fight from Liquid. I'd say this round, they really need to win this one. They're looking very flat today. Elige isn't 15 kills to his name. You can see him just hungry for blood here as he looks towards lower B with that Desert Eagle. Might have a chance of the 1-dig. There's the opportunity. Unless he gets it in 1 shot, pretty much not going to happen. Has to fall back. But NaVi does hit a shot with the scout. Simple down to 32. Now 0. Is that the first frag of the game for him? Make it 2.
He's got 4 now. He got 2 in the pistol.
Oh, there you go.
So he's suddenly turned it around. As I say, he just doesn't want to be a bad guy. He only wants to be playing for the good side of.
Makes sense.
You know, he's like the superhero we all need.
Oh, Elige, that Eagle has been wonderful today. He just wants more and more. If he gets the 3rd, oh, it's Twist to get it. That would have been such a beautiful sequence from him. But there we go. Liquid, like I said, a round they really had to win. And NaVi finally coming online. A couple of kills on the pistol, but those kills really meant something there. The scout shots to find 2 kills towards Modus. The tag initially, then finish this simple off there. This shot, though, this is where the round turns on his head. Electronic looking for the trade, got nothing. Elige just looks like he's had enough. He's like, you know what, boys? I'll take matters into my own hands at this point. If you're not fragging, I certainly will.
Well,
oh, good shot.
Good shot indeed, but it's Liquid that echoed the sentiments of NaVi's start on the CT half. Keep that in mind because it was them with the pistol, and then NaVi shut them down for 4 straight before it was quite back and forth. Liquid were chasing the money from that point onward, however. We'll see if they could put NaVi in a similar situation. Elige, top of the box in spawn. Wants to bait in Stewie off the back of it as well because Flamey went hunting for the kill and then got forced out by the Flames. NaVi, great response. He now has 3 kills in this round. So in the opening 3 of this half, he has found 8 in total, is now ahead of Stewie. That's a heck of a turnaround.
That is kind of insane, isn't it? Never discount.
Not only is he ahead of Stewie, excuse me, Nitro's on it. He's at 7, tied with Stewie, and tied with Boomich as well. 1 behind Zeus and 1 behind Nitro. So he's just like that. He's back in the game.
What a difference a half makes. Liquid are back in it as well. That was the force buy for NaVi. There's no cash available whatsoever. That's more like it from now. Lots of beautiful headshots. Very confident. He's found his footing now, as it will be the eco for NaVi. Not really much to be said about this one, ladies and gents. Just going to be trying to get that bomb down, usually towards short. You're just going to rush it and see if you can keep enough bodies up to get the bomb planted on the short position. Whether it will happen is another question altogether. Twist will block off long with the incendiary. Stewie to patrol middle, doesn't have to overcommit, but does definitely a challenge for a frag or two here, considering they've got Glocks. I think that this is a bit of an overcommitment, but he has got a leash to back him up here just to deny access to the bomb site. They want to make sure that bomb doesn't go down. If you're not aware, if the bomb gets planted, going into the next round, you get an extra $800 per player. So sure, you're not going to win this round, but if you get the plant, it's actually very valuable. And speaking of value, 2 kills on this sort of purchase is actually pretty good. Simple. He sometimes is good for another, even with 32 HP and just the P250. With 1 minute 10 on the clock, we'll see whether he can find any more. Oh, he's got a bit of a gap as well.
Don't know if he can do anything with it, though. Smoke do expire. Nitro's already pushing through the tunnels. That'll start to cordon off the map, and that's important to do, despite that Nitro has just 8 HP. He needs to give the 2 players with rifles as much information as he can, and a sufficient amount of time, because that bomb had all day to walk around the map. They'll track him down. Elige gets the kill. And we are 1 round apart, as I say, echoing the sentiments. 3 in a row now for Liquid. We'll see if they can find the 4th to equal exactly what NaVi did to start off the first half.
Well then, tactical timeout this time from NaVi. That momentum they built up. It was almost like a tidal wave in the first half of Team Liquid. Not really much they could do to hold it off. Sure, it was 9-6. It just didn't feel like it. It felt like NaVi and the gun rounds had them. Only rounds they were giving away was when there was some individual heroics from the North Americans. But now, they swap things over. The CT side has looked very good from Liquid. This is much more like it. Elige posting 20 frags. Twist was 16. That's not bad news at all. And the fact NaVi's coming online as well, now he's got the AWP on the CT side as well. Just to know, I feel like he's going to turn his game around. He could maybe end up like mid-table at this point.
I mean, it was basically a 5-on-4, and it was 9-6.
Indeed.
I pointed it out. I mean, all of the kills, sure, they had 2 players on NaVi that were on 13 at the time in which only Elige was on Liquid. They were certainly ahead, but the kill totals were relatively even across the board with the exception of him.
Well, we'll get into it then. They've actually gone for a bit of a NaVi classic here. Bringing out a couple of AKs. This will be a partial buy with money saved, but Electronic and Simple with AK-47s. Those are your 2-star riflers. Remember, we talked about this earlier in the game. Usually you'd see like Edward and Flamey with the rifle, Simple with Deagle. They're really focusing on their stars right now, trying to use every advantage they could get. You've got 2 of the best riflers in CSGO on your team. Definitely give those guys the AKs, and we'll see whether this is going to be enough. It's not a full investment. You can see they still have money there on 3 players, but this is enough to win a round.
Simple. Oh, the timing. Oh, he couldn't quite get through the smoke. Stewie and Nitro finding kills. Zeus is going to cut off Stewie, and it's Simple to strike. Does he get the second?
Wow.
I'm surprised Elige got that kill. I didn't think he knew he went that far.
Yeah, I'm absolutely in agreement with you there. It looked like Elige was done for. A player like Simple, ready and waiting for you, AK-47 in hand. You feel like he's going to hit it all day long.
The worst part for Simple is that when he walked through the door, the smoke was still down. If he'd taken 3 steps further, he would have caught Elige before he even got to the site. Look at how much that cost him in the end, because he not only finds 2, turns around to kill him as well.
This is just unreal from Elige. We're being treated as something very special early on in this tournament. A best of 3 between NaVi and Liquid. This is quite the game. In terms of pure skill on the server right now, you got Dust2 to kick things off as well. This is a spectacle. This is what Counter-Strike's all about. We're being shown the possibilities of the game at this point. As we enter round number 21, it's going to be 10-10 overall. Remember, the money, not ideal now. NaVi definitely took a risk buying those 2 AKs. And Simple, he has the AWP, sure, but no utility. Electronic, he has a Galil. So they don't have everything they need as they go into their default now. Always focusing towards shorting your defaults, see what's going on there, and then you can kind of base your setup or execution off that information. Here he comes. Now Flight this time, not landing the shot. Takes a bullet to the face, but luckily through the corner of the wall, will just drop down. It's not the biggest deal considering he's the AWPer, but not one you like to take at the start of a round. I like the bravery here, Matt.
Yeah, this is not a bad call. He dinked up a cat, takes the op right back to long, and so too NaVi went ahead that direction, but Simple wins the shot. He got tagged on that. 5 HP for Simple, but got the shot through the door to find Naf's head. And Simple can play as the artillery at this point in time. He can sit back with the AWP turret and allow his teammates to walk up long. To cross CT, they'll put down 2 smokes. And Stewie just sprays in to find Flamey. Headshot on the first bullet.
Oh my god, Elige is just in beast mode right now. This is insane. He finds the bomb towards long. It's going to be a 1 versus 1. Nitro versus Simple with 15 seconds remaining. Simple just has to go for the plant here. He can actually plant in a decent position. Opsidus to safe plant here. AK in hand, 1 bullet towards Nitro's chest will do it.
Interestingly enough, Nitro rotates all the way around. Had he known that Simple was only on 5, I think he would have stayed to hold the angle to try and force Simple into an error. Now he's got to get aggressive. I'm not sure that Naf called that he hit him because it was through the door in which he got shot in return, remember. So they're not going to know that Simple is low at this point in time.
Simple's position is perfect. Nitro's not going to be able to wear this, in my opinion. Surely he doesn't pre-fire this spot. It looks too good. And Simple, with his aim as well, he's going to win those rounds. It's an audacious one to sit there in the open, obviously exposed towards shore, but he had a great read on the situation. And it will be NaVi winning the round with a difficult setup as well. Remember that Galil lack of utility there. They had Elige popping off another 3 kills. He gets 25 in total. That shot from Simple was insane. Flamey followed it up with the Krieg as well. This game has just been something quite special already. Simple with the positioning to really seal the deal there, as Team Liquid in Acquiesce will take an eco here. They could have bought, I suppose, but it wouldn't be worth it. They haven't lost the game at this point. There's still plenty of rounds to go, and they'll have a strong buy, maybe even a double AWP setup if they wanted to, like Naf, and Nitro, Stewie can all AWP here. So maybe that's an objective going forward.
Confidence from Elige to push all the way out short, but realizes as he was spotted, it's probably best to back away. Zeus not able to catch him from dropping into suicide. They're still putting pressure toward the mid door. Both Twist and Elige waiting in that position. Naf very passive toward A. Bomb is outside of the cave. It sits on the ground intentionally. But they know now, having seen the Deagle push so far, that it is an eco, and as a result of that, they slow things down. No need to make any careless mistakes.
Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be an issue at all. We'll see. A stack, though. 4 players from Liquid here. First shot missed from Simple. They haven't really got much to fight with here, apart from a couple of Deagles on the Liquid side. But they have got manpower. Simple will be the one to try and open things up. If he gets a pick, they'll probably commit off it. The Glock comes out, and he goes down. I'm surprised at that. Round should still be fine here for NaVi as they get the 2nd kill here. But Elige, we know what he's been doing with this Deagle. Surely doesn't have anything left in the tank for that weapon. He does. Oh my god, he's doing it again, Matt.
He's trying to. Flamey down. He's bought a lot of time, 20 seconds, but it's just Nitro. CZ does make it work to find Boomage. Edge of the smoke, but smoke to fade. He's got to find better cover, and the further back he goes, the less effective that gun is. It does do slight damage onto Electronic. It's the time that's his best friend at this point. Jump shot. That would have almost won the round at that point in time.
That's what I was about to fall off my chair. If he'd hit that shot, it was round over. My God. He should be out of it at this point. Only got the Deagle, needs a jump shot really to come in his favor to stand a chance. The player down towards long just makes things too difficult. He knows it as well. Trying to pre-fire, trying to get anything. The jump shot has to land. That's the only way he's going to win it. Had that have come through, the wallbang CZ kill to deny the plant with 5 seconds there, that would have been insane. We didn't get it, but still, NaVi win the round in a costly one. A pistol, a USP no less, to find the opening kill against Simple at long on Dust2. That's a weird kill, but an exciting one.
Well, it does mean that NaVi now find 2 in a row. And that's the difference.
Look how much it cost them. Galil out again. Boomage, no grenades. Like, that eco was very good from Liquid. Money, a breaking point on both sides.
And late in the game, certainly would hurt Liquid more to get broken at this point. Simple still just watching the mid doors. And from Electronic is patience. Liege was caught. Smoke was just starting to dissipate.
Yeah, that was a real 50-50 moment. Who blinked first? But it's NaVi the advantage. Liege, who has been the absolute star of this Dust2 affair for Liquid. He'll go down first. A lot of pressure now on NAF. AWP has to try and save the day, really. They've got no intel, though. Like we said, a reaction has to come through here. They don't really have a strong part of the map, apart from middle. It's a commitment, and in terms of setup, Twist is the only play on that side of the map. They'll have to save the bombs planted and let it go 13-10. There's just no way you can really consider this retake. We'll see how it goes down. Stewie and CT spawn. Does he fancy pushing the smoke? Does he feel it? Is there a chance?
I think so. Not this time. He's done it so much in the past, but flashes instead. Oh, so much damage. Boomage on 6. Stewie's nade that he actually threw previously, Molotov, excuse me, caught him as he went back, so that's tremendous. He wouldn't even have intended for that to work the way that it did, but he'll take it, and he'll take Electronic as well. 3-on-3 retake entirely possible. Nitro's got Zeus.
Ow.
Flamey's on the ledge. Now he's got the advantage on the angle to Stewie, but he falls off of it because he's so vulnerable in that position, and Simple missing a shot. They do collect, and he doesn't miss twice.
Unfortunately for Liquid there, those couple of kills they got, it enticed them into going towards the bomb side there. It was still a very difficult retake, but a realistic one. Wasn't necessarily a bad call, but the fact it didn't work out for them leaves them in a very compromised position going forward now. There's Liege. What a game he's having. 107 ADR, headshot percentage off the charts as well. 26 kills in total. Is Mr. Boomage. Oh no, he tried to boost up on the site, and that's where the Molotov is placed. That's so unfortunate. But there we have it. Fast play. Mac 10 out towards long. Electronic. He'll be assisted with the flashbang from Zeus. Take down NaFi there. Mac 10, in my opinion, one of the most underrated guns in the game. Pound for pound. So good at getting information. Run and gun. Take down these eco players. As that will be the ones to open things up. As NaVi get one step closer, but looks things to finding map number 1. But remember, it is Overpass next, where Liquid have been doing such fantastic work recently. Second kill for Zeus. And they're just waiting for the CTs to run as their crosshairs at this point. He's still got so much time on the clock. Already got A control. Waiting for them to push positions like Flamey is just now. Doesn't get that frag, but they at least know Nitro's towards shore now.
Good push back out. Electronic doesn't even need to do any work. Stewie's already down 14 rounds. NaVi and Reddit. Remember, we're Reddit. What am I saying as I'm looking up information? NaVi, excuse me. Remember, we're in a best of 3 now. Would take Dust2 and therefore be 1 map ahead. Hello, Reddit. I might as well say hi since I'm just gonna look you up right now.
Counter-terrorists will take a timeout here. It's really down to the line at this point. Stewie 2K, the very top. Oh, sorry, that's got me completely getting it wrong. The very top was the Liege. Stewie 2K into the next round with the AWP. They've been mixing it up. They've been trying to work out who's going to be the main AWP for this team. It was Nigel for the longest of time, but since Stewie come in, it seems like they allowed him to pick up the weapon more and more. And they're going to need him to step up here if they stand a chance of surviving on Dust2. 4 rounds in a row for NaVi. There is money down the CT side. Twist with the M4. Zeus, for me, has been great. Like, he hasn't found the most amount of kills in this game, but his utility usage, the way he's been holding them off and actually assisting his teammates and taking the lesser weapons and stuff, this is the NaVi setup that makes sense, and this is how it should be. And Zeus, this time again, Mac 10. He's got the most money, but he's the player with the weapon that's going to cause potentially the most damage of no helmets available.
Twist. He starts it. Stewie, quick on 2. Flaming Electronic down. They have to concede the fact that they need picks. Therefore, Zeus drops the bomb and heads through the middle door next. At least recovers the AWP. In fact, thinks better of it and goes to the Krieg. Interesting decision. I guess it is Zeus, though. He's not known to necessarily be able to change rounds with an AWP in his hand, is he?
Not necessarily.
But Simple is, and he still has one. I suppose that's the other asset to it, or aspect to it, I should say. 2 AWPs with 2 players remaining, probably not ideal.
Stewie gonna nail that one. You've no problem at all. That's spectacular. Really nice work from Stewie to close things out. That's a round they needed. A good, clean one. They've got double AWP set up now. Probably the strongest stance you can have in Dust2. You got NaFi, Stewie 2K, competent AWPers, and just clawing themselves back into the game. And the problem is NaVi have saved so much money with the success of the Mac 10s and the fact that using Galil's not throwing cash away. They've been very frugal, I would say, as definitely got them a full buy here. Simple, 24 kills. Elite 26. There's so much action on the server right now. Simple's just jumped down towards top of middle just to peek.
Just want to point out, I hate to come back to Keith, but 9 kills now. He had 8 in the first 4 rounds of this half. He's gone dead quiet again. And that was looking to be the difference at the start of this half.
It looked like he was there. He would arrive, right? And he's just dropped off again, but still.
Situational, sure, there's adaptation going on. They're not playing into his hands as much toward the early part of the rounds. But he's tasked with long this time. Elige down to buy Simple. Good shot on the AWP.
Yeah, nice sequence there as well. Trade potential through the roof. They managed to get a clean kill. This is the dribble smoke we were talking about. You can sneak players through that. That's such a misplay from Flamey there because it's not required. He's given himself up and brought it back to the 4-on-4. He's got really nothing out of that. It's such an obvious fake now, and it's going to cause a rotation or even a push towards upper B, which is going to be the case. And now CT's more than ready for the A attack.
Super optimistic that they were going to be already rotating.
Yeah, like when you have those sort of advantages, just take them if you can. You just don't have to go for solo plays. If you had lost that first kill, that's when you make that play.
Naf has read that they've dropped. He's going to go back to long, play this more passively. And they do need to be aware that Zeus is waiting inside of the wings. This could be a problem if he sits there long enough, Zeus. And Twists and Naf turn their attention to the site sooner than required. He will strike. Luckily, Nitro's already got the first kill onto Electronic. Bomb only just going down. They're going to rotate through CT, and no one on short as of yet.
Oh, Zeus has done such a great job here. Very patient. Agonizing for him. He just needs to get 1 kill here, and that would be enough. That kill, that's fine. Stay alive at this point. Be a nuisance. Don't even challenge for anything more. And it's caused such a ruckus as it goes down to a 3 versus 2 now. Simple of a rare miss. Gives them a chance in the CT side, but Boomage, he's shutting that right down here. Looks like this round is done. It's 15 on the board for NaVi. And that's Zeus again, man. Not the flashiest play, but the one that wins them the round. He needed 1 kill. He was patient as ever, sitting there, waiting. And as soon as he gets the kill in the back, absolute chaos ensues there. He knows it. That was a very, very good play. Didn't have much to work with, 9 HP. And had his teammates gone down early, he would have been out of the round. But he took the risk. He was patient, gets that 1 kill, and the round just falls apart for Liquid. And maybe even the map. They now need 4 rounds in a row just to stay alive here.
And keep in mind for Liquid, this is a Grand Slam event.
You're absolutely right there.
Pressure's on.
Yep.
And a slow start so far. Barely picked up the win this morning, and now we sit at 15-11. Map 1, best of 3. But 15-11 against NaVi. Looking great. Boomich sits on 11 just to keep tracks on the new guy. Make that 12, finds Elige. Come back around Flamey and Zeus. Zeus goes down, Boomich gets back in with the AWP. Map point looking to be confirmed.
Oh, no.
Nitro nearly got knifed. Simple, of course, trying to push it through. And it's in style with a bit of sass.
If it goes overtime now, Matt, I don't know what will happen.
Too far ahead of ourselves. He is still on 17. I get your point. I'm with you. I wouldn't quite call it the config knife. Oh, my. Overtime, highly likely. I take that back. He still only has 17. And smoke's down. He has to get around them somehow. Looks toward the car, and he gets it through the window. Now he gets the defuse, and okay, Henry's called it. Is this going to happen?
If it does happen now, that's going to be one of the silliest knife attempts ever. Like, if you're able to close out a game, don't knife anyone, please. It's for money, essentially. Do not do it with the showboat. It doesn't matter. You might have just cost him the game here. That was one of the silliest plays I've seen in a long time. Great. Simple is one of the most talented superstars we have in the game. They're laughing it off, which is surprising.
He feeds himself off stuff like that, to be fair. That's how he feels himself at times.
But he's just cost him a 3-on-1.
I agree completely. I agree completely. He got a swipe in, but not enough. That's a great shot from Nitro as well.
We haven't focused enough on that. Nitro did amazing work to win that round, but still, if this does go overtime somehow, like, I'm furious as Simple if I'm part of the NaVi organization.
It would be up there. I mean, Config's knife would have cost them a spot at a major, so I think there was still a little bit more on the line.
Sure.
And it was just so unnecessary in a one-on-one with low HP. But that's up there with some of the dumbest I've seen, and we'll see if the consequences match that.
I kind of wanted to now, just to kind of have that pressure applied. This has been a great map so far in terms of what's happened. That's just another amazing storyline to follow. But here we go. Now Fly AWP might be able to get themselves into a financial position to actually look for overtime if they can win this round. At least towards short backed up by the sniper. Very slow round here from NaVi, waiting for the opening kill from Simple. As he also said that, Electronic jumping out towards Xbox. No, did Electronic spot Lige?
He definitely saw him. Lige saw Electronic. There's no question about it, but he couldn't do anything with it. And you're right. Nowhere to go. Naf, good holds. Second as well, and the no-scope bomb down inside of the flames. And now Naf can drop away. They can concede that bomb, but they have the information that they need to go collectively toward Cat.
That was insane. It's happening, Matt. It's actually all coming together. If Twist gets this kill, they have to be eco next round. It's actually going to happen. 4 versus 1 now. It's just going to be Simple. He'll have to really make up for that blunder. If he can pull this one off, it's going to be a smoke towards shore, drop down towards spawn here. Is there any chance he can find anything? No. And the money is broken. 15-13. Just to reiterate, there was a chance to close out the game with 1 bullet to the back of the head. No problem at all. It would have been done. It was a clean kill, 100% win. He went for a knife instead of just shooting him, and that's showboating. He was trying to just show that he wasn't taking that round seriously. That scenario was his, and that's, as Matt said, that's what he's known for. We will say that much. But still, if that costs him this game, there's going to be absolute fury in the NaVi camp.
It is a group stage game. I highly doubt he would do that in another situation, but still, there's a lot on the line. You're playing the world's best,
and
you're trying to make a case.
Yeah.
You're winning. You could close out the game with that kill easily on the plate in front of you, and it's going to fall apart. Naf gets another shot to find Flamey, and he's saying they're on an eco on the NaVi side. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. NaVi's not in a position right now as a team to take those chances. Simple will at least get Stewie. Naf's outside of the window. It's a lovely little angle with the scaffolding, but as soon as you miss or take one shot, you're locked in to that position. You can't escape, so he's got to be very careful. Nitro, meanwhile, knows that they are heading back over toward the tunnels instead. He'll find 2, including the bomb, realize that they're up close, find a 3rd, switch to the pistol for a lovely 4th, another 4K for him.
Yeah.
The one that led us to this position, and now that one on top of it. This is round 30.
I'm speechless. I haven't casted a moment like that before where the config one comes to mind for sure. But they won that game, right? He won the round. It didn't cost him the round. Simple went for it, and it might have cost him the map. And sure, it's a best of 3, and it is group stages, but this is NaVi rebuilding.
You go down to the lower bracket, and in this tournament...
Yeah, right? Best of 3s against some names that could have dropped down as well. This is Dust2.
This is the most competitive tournament outside of the major all year. We've got the top 4 teams here in attendance for a change. And you throw it like that, I mean, that's just incredible.
Well, they can still close in regulation, we'll see. Twist missing a few shots there through the smoke. NaVi can still close out the game in regulation right here, right now, but they need kills, but it's only Elise finding them so far. Great spray, that's Flamey and Simple removes. Twist doesn't miss those shots. Matt, I think it's happening. The game that was on a silver platter, it was a done deal. It was the map for NaVi. It's going to overtime. Zeus and Electronic to pick up the pieces here. Electronic in position for a kill. He has to nail it. It's not going to happen. We're actually going to overtime here.
I think they lose this now.
This is done.
I think they're going to tilt.
What the hell has happened?
Zeus is going to friggin' knife Simple outside after this. This is incredible.
We've cast together for 5 years, right? We've never seen anything like that.
This is appalling.
That's outrageous.
And it's unintentional, by all means. I mean, sure, you can give Simple grief for it, rightfully so. He's a pro player, he should know better than that. But that's just his style coming back to haunt him. And you don't discount Liquid in this. Nitro did a phenomenal job closing out that round. And in this round in particular, Lige played so well off the smokes down on the fact that Twist took all the aggro to come back out and kill them. They have taken the opportunity. They have seized upon it.
Well, we need to see the temperament of these NaVi guys. What's going on here? This is a nightmare.
Oh, I doubt anyone's talking. I don't think Simple could even talk at this point. You're not going to see him yelling at his teammates. He knows this is all on him.
Oh, that fist bump as well, begrudgingly. Yep, I guess. Fist bumps, let's go. We've somehow given this one up.
Thinking, is this how you guys normally play?
They've taken a tactical timeout as well here.
I think you need to. I think you need to slow it down.
Yeah, everyone needs to just talk. Keep the camera on these dudes. This is a nightmare.
That's overconfidence if I've ever seen it.
Oh, dear.
And can Simple's performance even redeem himself? Can he do something crazy to win this game?
He'd have to. If they end up winning the game and he wins a clutch out, forget about it. Like you said, it's group stages. But if they go on to lose this, and remember, this is Overpass next. That's the pick of Liquid. Dust2, the only way they were really going to get through this best of 3, they had to win the first map. It was done. It was a done deal. Overpass, I just don't see a world where they beat Liquid on it. They're too good on that map. Now, we find ourselves, this is the replay moment. That was the nightmare scenario. Nitro comes back to win. That's the point I want to just reiterate. Nitro has played some amazing CS this year. He's one of the almost underrated players, I think, in CSGO in terms of what he does for Liquid and the in-game leading he does. And he pulls that round off.
Do you know what this reminds me of almost?
Sure.
Do you remember Penta?
Yep.
When Kakafu, I think, was the coach,
Yep.
and they were defusing,
Yes,
and he congratulates
grabbed
the player,
yes.
and it knocks him off the defuse, and they ended up losing that round, and it went to overtime.
Yes, that's right.
Or how about Summit 1G running through his own Molotov when the game's won? Like, both of those were comical and unintentional. This was like, you messed this up, Simple. This one's all on you.
Yeah. Just as his new jacket comes out as well.
It's gone up or down in value.
Yes.
I don't know.
Grab those while you can. Either way, let's get in the first round of overtime. It is going to be 16K MR3, so double orbs are plenty here. I'm really speechless at this point. This is the fact that I said there's a chance of overtime now. We've got here because of that moment, and Stewie loves this play, pushing through the smoke. And they won't be expecting it. A lot of players will drop that smoke expecting the CDs just to sit back and wait. Flashbang comes in though. Stewie could be in trouble. Nails it. Will he get out? Definitely does. The smoke actually helps him out here. CTs or lock off Electronic is going to push through. Nitro's ready. Damage done. Can't quite find enough though. It's a double kill for Stewie 2K. 3-on-2. Boomage and Simple. This is falling apart for NaVi.
That's unbelievable. I thought you were right. Electronic was locked off, nowhere to go. They couldn't convert the spray, and somehow Stewie makes up for it with a collateral. Everything is going in their favor. The Karma gods have agreed that this has to be their game, and he's flashed off, still finds Boomage in front of the door, which then reveals the bomb to be outside in middle. Simple, if this is how you need to make up for it, start now. 1 versus 3. Nade out, low HP, can't hit the flick fast enough. Naf takes a little bit of damage from the nade, but he has to connect. Somehow it's Naf through the door, but Twist doesn't care about it and gets him back in return.
Oh my goodness, what a game this is. 16-15, Liquid 1-0 up here in overtime. I have no words for the rounds that are going down here, the plays that are being made, the double kill from Stewie as well, of course, just when they need him as well. Flashed off just to get that. It's unbelievable. This has been such a great map. I don't care what anyone says. Dust2 is still the best spectators at map and CS altogether. It makes for so many great games every single time. Simple going for the long pick now. Double orb set up on the T side. Flashed off. Can't get the kill. And now, will they go back for a rifle on Flamey or hold on to the 2 snipers here? You can run 2 snipers on Dust2. Like, if you're having an amazing game, sure, like, someone's really feeling it. Flamey's your rifler, though. I don't really think this has been designed in the practice servers, that Flamey has the second AWP on the T side of Dust2. I think that this is just them making it work on the fly, and they'll go for a B play here. Now getting information towards short.
Yeah, T-side especially has certainly gone toward the double up, but not usually this situation.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
and when you practice this, as Naf somehow narrowly misses out on the kill and lower there.
He steps on again. We went from 9 out of 14. He's not quite to the 20 or above, which all of his teammates have, but he has been a difference factor. Boomich is the one that's gone very quiet on the NaVi side now. Only up to 13 kills. He was at 11 around mid of the second half.
Oh, they're walking into Lion's Den again. Stewie 2K, they have to commit off this map. They can't fall back to A. They just have to go in one by one. The rifles there to back them up. Stewie and Nitro ready and waiting.
Good Molotov and a missed shot means Boomich, the man I mentioned, finds 2. Stewie was playing the angles so well. He's changed himself up and very dynamic in that site, but the Molotov and a single miss to their detriment. Nade through. Simple takes the damage from it. Molotov won't reach him. He gets off the plant, and they've got the advantage inside a very hard to penetrate B site. As Naf gets to the window, he'll start things. Simple's immediately down below and catches him out for it, but then gets greedy. Jumps up, does find a leash. That gives information that they're all going to be coming from middle, which allows the nade to do the rest, and it's Twist that will fall to Boomich to give him a 3rd kill in the round. 16-16.
It was looking very good for Liquid once again there. It was the first kill for Stewie. He then got flashed off, but the Molotov flashbang combo, that is a potent one. We've talked about that for years. If you can flash someone when the Molotovs are being deployed, they have no idea where they're standing. You get caught in no man's land. You can see it here. It's just an absolute nightmare for the CDs to hold off. It's going to be Boomage with 2 massive frags there. Great stuff. 16-16. Auto Sniper's coming out now. Any damage going to be inflicted? Not quite. And there's Electronic to make his way out towards long. This is looking good for him though. Remember, the star rifle of this squad, only good for 1. Flamey, taking damage from his teammate, I believe, there from behind. As they continue to be dropped, it's going to be Twist still alive in the pit here, and they fight back. Simple, as we mentioned, has to make up for some of these blunders that have occurred, and Twist needs to get out of the flames here. Bravely does so, but surely goes down. Simple with a deagle, drops him to the floor, and now 2-1 looks very likely unless Stewie 2K can pull off a 3 versus 1 clutch.
And Simple finds his 3rd as they get caught out around the wall. Nitro dropped as well. They'll get the bomb, get away. You're right about the team damage. Flamey was taking a lot of it. I think it was Boomage that was spamming the corner and perhaps not realized he was clipping his teammates so aggressively with the amount of smokes that were down. Suggests to me perhaps that Flamey also didn't realize, because he probably would have very politely asked him to stop. Stewie crosses mid. Tries to read it's going to be, but Zeus already there. NaVi take 2-1 to start off overtime. Very much needed, given the situation.
Sigh of relief. They have an advantage, at least going into the second half now, as it will be 2-1 indeed. Both teams are ready by the looks of things. Here's the replay from Simple. Doesn't seem to be affecting his fragging capabilities, that's for sure. That Desert Eagle shot towards Twist certainly sealed the deal. You can see why he's considered a superstar of the game. And things have calmed down now. They can move on from that moment. But double orb setup this time for Boomich and Simple. Now that sounds interesting on paper. That sounds very spicy indeed. I want to see how it works out for them. We didn't see it in regulation. We'll see if Stewie can fight back here towards middle. It looks like he's done for. Boomich will have quite the easy shot there. Didn't quite nail the movement from Stewie there. Couldn't get the pre-aim in, and it will be an early 5-on-4 for NaVi.
And top fragging or not, there's no excuse. This game should have been over long before this time. I'm sure even a Silver could tell you that. Simple. He sits to watch and make sure they can't get through Cat. This is the side in which NaVi was in control the whole time. It was still 9-6 at halftime, but they seemed far more dominant than what Liquid displayed. Boomich forced to the corner. Twist gets Flamey. That means Boomich has to step wide. Couldn't hit the first shot. Left in the open. Naf's able to collect. Now they've got the B site. And not just the B site, but a Liege to hold the rotations, having only lost Stewie so far. Long rotation from Zeus, though. He's going to go all the way around towards spawn. Twist is aware of that fact that Liege hasn't been watching that and positions accordingly. Information early. Does not need to re-peek on that because he knows that there's time required for Zeus to continue in that fashion. And Electronic's going to take even more time by going the same direction, only being at T-spawn now.
It's down to a Liege. Needs to land that shot. Certainly does. Team Liquid look like they've secured the round at this point. CTs with just the AWP and the AUG. Holding onto the weaponry map. Just looking for any sort of frags. But the point of overtime is, it doesn't really mean too much. 16K, right? Nice. Wow. Nice to look at. Nice to look at. That's about it, though.
And one of the only B executions they've had go successful on the Liquid side. Just trying to find more. One lost to the bomb, but it is overtime. There's lots of money available to them, and they've won the first round to make it 17-17. $16K overtime, just to note.
Yeah, means on Dust2 especially, a lot of fun to be had. A lot of fun to be had, those auto snipers. We don't really see it as much for you. Like 2014, you would see like 5 of them come out in overtime. Like people don't seem to bring it out as often. Oh my goodness, what? Wait, slow it down. NaFi has just got to kill through the double doors with the Krieg, no wall bang, no assist, straight up headshot, put it in 1% speed, slow it down. I need to see that.
In some ways, okay, the op gives you the body shot percentage and the fact that you can hit through the door, but it is a bit of luck required in terms of timing.
They've legged Boomich at the same time as well. Yep. So the AWP has legged Boomich. He somehow one-balled Flamey going through. It's definitely luck, don't get me wrong.
Absolutely.
But it's insane still that's happened.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a small percentage of luck and a great time for it to work out, given that we're in overtime. Twist is going to find Zeus. Electronic tries to walk back in, but Nitro, far too much company inside of the main entrance, and he finds Boomich as well. Just Simple remaining. Liquid's going to get the first map point in overtime. As Simple gets aggressive, jumps down, Twist waiting for him on the ground, and it's just one to go. Even Adren in the background just seems to be grinning in disbelief that they're even going to win this map. This is a gift.
It's unbelievable map. Absolutely
well, to be fair, I mean, it was Canada Day yesterday and Independence Day in 2 days, so it's kind of like a gift to North America, you know?
Absolutely.
Here, we'll give you this game.
That shot, if ever there's a time to say the word insult to injury, like that would be it, right? You've already given up the game with a knife attempt, and now somehow, I've never seen a shot through the door like that in a big game at this caliber. We've got 2 auto snipers, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 2 AWPs. NaVi with the AK-47 apparently wasn't happy with the Krieg kill he got last round. Didn't think that was good enough. He's going for the AK instead.
Yeah. Take one more element out of it.
If you're just joining us, NaVi had this game tied up. It was 15-11. There was a 3-on-1 situation where Nitro was left on the CT side. He had
4-on-1, excuse me.
Sorry,
no, you're right. 3-on-1 with a 4 kill. You're right. Sorry.
You ruined my monologue there, Matt.
Carry on.
Right, no,
Back to you,
next round. We're going to get into it with a lead and Simple dueling out towards Long, and it will be the opening frag. And
look, Simple went for a knife. That's the bottom line. I'm sorry, Henry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Well, Simple's got 2 kills this time by, and this is on map point for Liquid, so he's not letting them go that easily. Maybe he was just toying with his food first. Nitro will recover the bomb. They'll rotate it back over toward B instead. They've got 2 directly inside of the site, rightfully so. They've got the advantage. Let Electronic rotate down towards CT. He'll cover mid and make the call. Let them be more resilient to fight off the tunnels should they need to do so. And Stewie's aware that he needs to pick apart the map, so he tries to do so at mid with the AWP. Look at Zeus. Oh, this is easy for him now.
Yeah, he's been finding these sort of kills the entire game. Just smart little pushes against him, 1 frag, stays alive as well. Don't need to challenge anymore, stay alive. That's all he has to do, just buy time. This is double overtime for sure. I said that with bated breath. From what we've seen so far, maybe not.
Nitro entrance. Followed directly by Twist. Flash in, Flamey behind the boxes, won't be in the open. To get the first, they trade it. Nitro's low though, 32 in a 1-on-3. We've seen this before with the AWP, but look how they are surrounding him on the map. Zeus is going to be behind. And with 22 seconds, he doesn't have a lot of time to work with. Additional incendiary toward the window. Smoke already down. Tries to go for the wall plant so he can back off and get the ground early, but Simple pushes through. And it is indeed double overtime.
Yeah, they could definitely sacrifice a player pushing through there in the 3 versus 1, so no problem. Double overtime. We will remain on the sides we currently sit at. So NaVi will go onto the CT side. Liquid can once again bring out the auto snipers if they wish, but it's normally a final round sort of thing when it gets to this point of the game. When it's round 3 of overtime, that's when you'll see those snipers come out. 18-18 is all reset. Just to look at the scoreboard, we'll see who's at the very tippity top at this point. 30 for Elige, 26 for Twists. Naf, interested to see where he's got to. 16, so starting to get into the conversation now. We're joining his teammates. He's only 1 beneath Boomich, who will be 9th on the server. Stewie spamming the doors once again. Did a little bit of damage to Boomich there. That was the Krieg connecting once more. Is that going to be a thing in the future? I don't know. I hope not. But either way, very exciting stuff. Stewie will be watching towards short from the drop-down position. Flashbang goes through. And remember, it was Simple, it was actually Boomich who bested him in this duel before. He takes it again with the flash. This time, no one there to challenge.
Nade at the ready for Zeus. It's been decent with utility in this position. He's been swapping off of Long depending on how they structure it. If they put Flamey and Electronic toward Long, he plays on the platform. If they're going to solo it, he is typically the solo. So Electronic's on the swing. But this time he's going to get aggressive. Smoke down already at A Long, and he'll play behind the doors. Stewie takes out Simple. Good pick to find early.
That's more like it from Stu. Simple as well. And they've still got 50 seconds as well. They have the majority of their grenades. They have the bombs, CTs. Remember, they have to react to this point. And where's that reaction going to come from? Electronic waits at long doors, smoke down for now. And that smoke does nothing for them. That actually suggests they're going to go towards B. The CTs have seen that smoke has done nothing. So, will they rotate? Will they take a gamble here and send numbers towards that B bomb site? I would say maybe. Boomich, either way, finds the first kill. They know it's going to be a B-side attack now, but Stewie still hitting shots. You can't predict that. Flashbang goes in. He knows another one's crossed. They'll make their way towards the site, which is open for now. Zeus will have to do something ungodly at this point as he jumps through the window here. Needs to, not going to happen. And now Liquid have an open site. An open round almost, as Flamey needs to find a kill through the cross. Not going to happen. Electronic still with a chance here.
Just buying time though, and Naf burns him. That's brilliant. Boomich did so well to read the fact that Twist wanted to drop down behind them. Look at the HP as well on the Liquid side. This round could have easily gone the other way. Stewie's kill to respond on Boomich opened the map up for them again, because otherwise it would have been Boomich and Zeus to hold off the take at B. Zeus couldn't do it alone. It's Liquid that's going to take 19. First round of double overtime. First best of 3 of the event. We've got one more coming up after this.
We really do. It doesn't feel like group stages right now, does it? You got NaVi, Team Liquid, a best of 3, and an epic game like this. It feels like a semi-final. Anyway, Flamey, like we said, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what? That does kind of matter. He had the AK there on the CT side. Him not keeping that, that's something. That's actually quite significant for a rifle of his caliber. So that's the only talking point, I suppose, but money not affected either way. Here's Stewie2K, though. What great work he did. CT's had the intel, though. They're trying to scramble towards the B side. That one smoke, just because it was a smoke that suggested they were trying to sneak out long, but the CT was already on the other side of it, saw it was useless. That's when they could really rotate over, but it wasn't quite in time for the call, as we might see a faster play here. Naf and Twist, what a potent combo that is. Pushing their way out towards short. Zeus realizes he's not going to be taking that duel. Drop down towards CD spawn and reposition. He still has his smoke, but doesn't feel too under threat just yet. Now, maybe the HE will land even more damage than it did before. Great work. His utility damage, by the way, must be at the very top by a country mile, I would say, 489. He's done a lot of work. That's the highest by 200 on the server.
Collective crossfire, and Twist gets erased. Elige, the next in the same position, tries to look away from the flash, was late in doing so, and then holds on the stairs. Rightfully so, as he gets Zeus back with the Krieg. Flamey, excellent repositioning. Gets back to the position which was previously held by Zeus, and same angle twice for Elige, catches him off. But he's so low as he gets dinked on the site and burned by Nitro. Good call, and audible noise cue when the helmet was rung. Simple can't possibly think of a jump shot at this point. Just wants to go for the boost instead for his teammate, but they're going to put utility out. Op, around the corner. He's buying time. Nitro's burned alive. That's on top of the site. Now Simple knows he has less to worry about above. He does eventually go for the jump, but Stewie's going to pull one back, and a little bit audacious. That just brings Naf out from behind the car. Liquid with 2 in a row.
Oh, absolutely. Stylish way to finish it as well. NaVi on the ropes at this point. Money, not a huge factor, but Matt, like I said, it's the last round of overtime again, right on the T side. Remember what that means. Will we see those auto snipers come out again on the T side? I'm not so sure. It was Flamey doing what he could in front of the Flames there, and wasn't quite enough. Just such a bombardment of utility. What are you supposed to do against that? Excellent work from Liquid. We are going to see a more traditional round here. I think they're more focused on getting the 3-0 here than finding an opening kill with auto snipers and not being in position for pushes. As speaking of which, had you been spamming, you wouldn't be ready for this. Electronic has made his way up towards top of middle. We've got a boost that's checking out this position towards short. Could be a double kill for Zeus, but gets nothing. Electronic can still save the round, though. Nice kill. Has to survive, though. If he can get out of this one, they still are on to win the round here, but he's in such a difficult spot. And that shows that nothing he could really do with that, Matt. Did his best.
Elige gets Flamey as well. 3-0, looking to be the start T side. It's been the weakness for Liquid. They've woken up for sure now. Simple. Held off in the smoke at double doors. B's wide open. They aren't sure of that, though. Stewie's holding there with the bomb. Which gets Naf back. That's at long. That should almost funnel them toward B, which is ideal. Double op retake going to be required.
Yeah, that's not ideal, to be honest. That really is the worst possible scenario you could have for this retake. You got 2 orbs, 2 flashes. Sure, you got kids, but you've now got to find a rifle. You cannot surely even attempt this with 2 snipers. Tunnels is where Simple's position. Is there a free frag here? Does Nitro have no idea? Apparently not. There's a chance now, 2 on 2. I don't think he realized how close Simple was. This is such a difficult retake, but if you've got Simple hitting shots, it might not be a problem whatsoever. Looking for the 3-0. Missed shot from Simple might lead to a 3-0 for Team Liquid. That's what's happened. Remember, 15-11 up on the NaVi side. Threw it away due to a knife attempt, and now they're 1 round away from giving this first map up, and it's their pick. My goodness.
Could be halfway through.
If they do lose this map, which is looking likely, like there's not even a conversation to be had. I think, about map
well, I was going to say we could be halfway through Overpass.
Yeah, we could
be in a whole different world.
We having some great clutches, some moments, some Simple, high flying, looking great, competitive. Third map still likely, you know, but at this point, if they give this one up, I'm going to try and go outside, find where they are to see what the temperament is. I want to go see the fireworks if that goes down. Because
fortunately, yeah, we're in a different location for the group stage.
Aren't we? That's right.
They're at the hotel. Stunna can go check it out for us.
Yeah, we got a man on the ground.
Yeah, Let us know. Want that insider info. Flamey's going to go back to that double up again. Now Stewie for Team Liquid. Stewie, not Nitro. So far, as Twist wants to come back out, Elige playing off of him as he has done so successfully, but Naf to Catwalk finds only one. Zeus gets the return kill immediately, but Flamey gone. Naf's up to 21 now. Boomich on 20, everyone having time to make strides in this game, and a stride through the smoke. Twist caught out Boomich jumping behind the box.
It's one round for Liquid, remember. 22 is the magic number here. They have a 4-on-3. There are no smokes available for NaVi. There is nothing. They have Simple and CT spawn of an orb. That's their strongest asset. Zeus gets a kill. That certainly helps things out. A chance to win the rounds, but they're going to need a clean sweep here. Remember, they have 0 right now, and Liquid have 3. Just one round from Liquid wins it. And this is still a struggle of a round, maybe not so much anymore. Good positioning from Simple, finds Stewie 2K, and the A side is actually open. They've recovered this one. Or have they? Great shot from Simple. Somehow makes that work.
Yeah, I'd say recovered is definitely the word for it now, as Twist rotates back through middle. AWP down on Cat. Didn't grab it, though. Sticks with the Krieg. Simple's already positioned so that if he comes through mid doors, he'll find the kill, his third in the round. It's got to be over, yeah, he's over 40. He's at 42 kills now, so he's double everyone else on the team. Whether or not that excuses what happened, I don't think it does. No. Certainly, you could argue without that, they wouldn't be here at all. But when you have a chance to close the game, close the damn game.
They're still in vain if you don't win, you know? Like, if you're the one who would cost them that round, yeah, sure. Either way, 3-1, I should say. Let's get into it. No damage done on the cross. Double orb set up for Naf and Stewie once again. That's such a sick shot from Stu. I don't know how he's connected that one. His AWPing has just got stunning recently. Speaking of which, Boomich, that wasn't bad either. So much talent on the server, I can't even begin to tell you how impressive some of these shots have been. Nafly this time can't hit the kill. He does actually tag up Electronic. The nade doesn't land. He's in a lot of trouble now.
Tons locked in. Naf. Molotov down to try and buy more space, but they were already around the corner, already on top of it. He's still burdened from the grave, but Boomich takes down Elijah Long. Nitro's locked on the ramp, but he's got to be so careful about how he chooses to advance. Watch for Zeus. 1 HP as he plants the bomb. Incendiary in the hands of Stewie, but he's not in position to throw that as he's still working in from the box on Cat. And a slow peek from Simple. AWP slow peek. I think he might get this. I think he might, but no! Nitro steps wide. Now they've got problems. Zeus with 1. Boomich knows he has to get much, much closer. Information that he's at long and in the open. Stewie, he taps onto Zeus. Pistol as well. He's in the open. Stewie's got another pistol. The knife does cost them, and Liquid take the game in overtime. Double overtime at that.
A historic map here. That has got to be one of the craziest maps I've ever casted in my entire career. They had the game in the palm of their hand, man. They threw it in the trash. Simple in a 3-on-1, going for that knife attempt. A map point has cost them their map pick in a best of 3 against #1 in the world. This team has been rebuilding. They've been grinding. They've been working every single day to get Boomich in this lineup. This was their chance to show the world they can compete with the best. And now they could go out 2-0 due to the fact of one simple mistake.